I hope your week is off to a great start. Another Time Machine Tuesday is coming at you. Welcome back to Brickscale Studio. My name is Jeff, and thank you so much for joining me again today for another Build the Back to the Future DeLorean episode. Today, another kind of chill episode, although we do have some electrics to worry about. So we're going to be finishing the engine surround that we started in the last episode. So we're going to be finishing that up and installing it in the car. Then we're going to move on to installing some accessories onto the interior roof panel, including some electrics. We've got a few lights. And then we will also install some interior panels, including the shoulder straps for the seat belts. And then again, of course, we will continue on with the Lego build. And after the build, we'll get into all that and do the summary. So let's get into the build. All right, here is issue 85. So it looks like we're attaching the engine bay back and adding a lamp and front and rear panels. So it looks like we'll be adding some more to what we've been working on in the last episode. And then also we will be attaching that whole assembly to the car. All right, let's get into this. So here are the parts for issue 85. Okay, so we have the front body rear panel. This is a metal piece. And then we have the engine bay back. And then we have some engine lamp and engine lamp base. All right, so first thing we want to do is we want to take the engine bay back and we want to attach this lamp piece, and that is going to go right here like so, and that's going to be attached with AP screws. All right. Now we want to bring back the part we were working on in the last episode. And this is going to slide right on like so, and that's going to go in with BP screws. All right, that is in. Now we want to take this piece, which is metal. That's going to go around this way, like so. So these little elements are up here. And so we want these, these two tabs here, we want those facing toward the car. So this is facing toward the back bumper, and this is toward the car. So this is going to go in just like so. And that's going to go in with 3 DM screws. So let's turn that over. And there are 2 little lugs that are going to help us line this up. Just like that. And like I said, that is going in with 3 DM screws. Perfect, and then we'll just make sure that they're all tightened up, which it looks like they are. Yep, perfect. And now we want to take the end of this little cable, and this is of course going to be a little tricky because there's not much room here. Yes, that is going in this lower hole. All right, perfect, there we go. Okay, so now we need to bring over the body. All right, remember this guy? Okay, perfect. One thing I am going to do, let me grab some tape. All right, so I've just got some blue painter's tape here. What I'm going to do is, because I noticed that every time we sort of get into this, the doors are flopping around, the hood's flopping around. Now when we flip this over, we're not flopping everything around. So the first thing it wants us to do is just make sure that these wires are not hanging out over here. Make sure these wires are clear of the engine bay area before fitting the next parts. So here is the part we've been working on. So we're going to turn this over. Okay. That is going to go in just like that. And we are going to secure this in with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 DM screws. So let's get those going. All right, so there is the engine surround attached to the frame of the car. And that is all there is to do in issue 85. All right, here is issue 86. So we are going to be working on the emergency handle to the we're going to add details, including the emergency handle, to the inside panel of the roof of the DeLorean. So we'll be working with this roof panel here and some accessories. So that will be all we'll be working on in this issue. All right. So here are the parts for issue 86. Here's our roof interior panel, and this is plastic. So here we have our emergency handle. We've got a silver box, a lamp holder, and a lens. Okay, so we're going to set those aside. So we're going to take this, and we have our silver box, and that is going to go right here. There's a little locator, so that's going to go right there. And it's going in with a BP screw. All right, that is in. Now we want to take our emergency handle, and this already has the light already built into the piece here. So we want to take this, thread this wire down through this hole. And then again, this does have on this side, it has a locator and a screw hole, so we want to put that in just like so, and that's going in with a BP screw. All right, perfect. And I do love you can actually move the handle, so that's great. Okay, so now I'm going to turn this over. And we have this lamp piece, or this lens, that's going in right there. And then we have this little bracket that's going to lock it in. That's going right there. And that's going in with AP screws. One. And there's that one tight. So we flip that over. Got our little lens in there, and then I imagine at some point we'll get a light that we're going to push in and thread that wire down through here. But you flip that back over. That is it for issue 86. So here is issue 87. So we've got more accessories for the interior of the roof. Oh yeah, here's our lights that... So we're going to be working on the same part we did in the last issue, and then it looks like we will be attaching that to the roof of the car. So we'll need to bring our body back. All right, there we go. Here are the parts for issue 87. All right, so we've got quite a few things here, and we had quite a few screws, which I've already sort of unpacked. We have a 2 LED wire, and then we have a 3 LED wire. We have this little bracket with some pins. We've got sun visors, keypad. We've got 2 hinges. We've got 2 small control panels, a control panel. And then, like I said, we have the little tab, and we have the pins. And then we have these little stickers. So let's see what we are doing first. All right, so we're going to bring back our panel that we had from the last issue. And we're going to be taking the larger control panel, and we are going to be pushing it right onto here, like so. And that's going to be secured from the other side with some GP screws. And there's 2. Now we're going to take the 2 smaller panels, and those are going to go on like so. And they also have a little locator. Yeah, so it is showing it just like so. I mean, obviously they can only go on one way because they have the locator. And there's the other one. And those are also going in with GP screws. All right. Now we have the smaller, and it also has a little locator. That's going to be going in just like so. That one's going in with a BP screw. All right. All right, now we have our sun visors. So we want them lined up like that. So this one is 87C and this one is 87D. So we want 87C, and that is going to sit in here like so. And then we're going to take our little pins. So this is going to be fun. Okay, so it does go in. And then, of course, so these should be stamped R and L, and we want L. All right, mine are not stamped, of course. All right, well, we're just going to go for it. I don't like that at all. So what is happening is you put this in like so. And then on this side, you put a pin to sort of hold that in place, which is all well and good, except getting the pin in there is a bit of a challenge. Okay, and then once you have the pin in, it will sit in this little channel, and then you drop this piece over like so. Now, of course, I struggled so much with the first one, and this one's probably just going to go in no problem. Well, the problem is you want to hold it without... All right, that's one side. And there's the other side. But yeah, it's just loose as heck. So I might end up like gluing those up or something, because once we get that in the vehicle and these are hanging, they're just always going to be hanging down. And I don't like that at all. I will say this side is well, no, I mean, they're both just super loose, so not a fan of the sun visors. All right, so the next thing we want is our 3 LED lead. Obviously, the longer one is going to go in here. And then this one is going to go in here. And then this one, so all of these are going to come down through here, but that is as far down as I can get those. Now it wants us to take these stickers and place over those. All right, now we want to take both of these leads and get that right in there. And that's also going in with an IP screw. All right. So now hopefully that is not going to catch on anything. Let me put this aside and bring back the vehicle. Now we want to take our 2 LED. So we want to take those and put them through. And then flip it over. All right, this is very strange, but we're doing it anyway because that's what they say. So now we're taking these stickers and we're doing this, like so. Now we'll flip it back over. All right, so now we want to take all of these wires and make sure they are out of the way. Okay, now we want to take our roof panel, and that's going to go this way, obviously. And that is going to sit down. So make sure all of our cables are up and out of the way. All right, so we're going in with NM screws, 6 of them. Okay, and then in the 2 front holes here, we're going in with BM screws. Okay. Boom, boom. So that is it for issue 87. So we have the roof panel in. We'll turn this over. So that's all there is for issue 87. All right, here is issue 88. So we've got some seatbelt panels and some interior panels that we'll be installing. All right, here is the parts pack. All right, so we've got a lot of plastic parts here. So we've got some seat belts, then we've got seatbelt panel, and then just interior panel. So first thing we're going to do is identify our seat belts. All right, so this one is L, and this one is R. Which, yeah, this is also stamped L, and this is stamped R. So we want to obviously take the left side, and this does have a little pattern, so it will only go in one way, and that's going to be secured with an IP screw. All right, so that is that one, and then we're going to do the same thing for the other side. All right, so there's that side. Okay, so I'm going to set the right side and these pieces over here, put the left side over here, and we're bringing the car back. There we go. And we want to take the left side here. This is going to be a little tricky. So that's going to go under there Oh, or not. All right, and that's going in with a DM screw. All right, just like so. And now we're going to do the right side. So again, that is going right in there. And that's also with a DM screw. Okay, that is in. All right, and then we are taking these pieces. And this is the left side, so it is going to go in on the left. And then, of course, this one is the right. And it's going to go on the right side. And again, DM screws. All right, that side is in. So let me go ahead and reposition for this side. All right, that is in. All right, and that is it for issue 88. That is it for this episode in the Partwork build, so let's switch gears and get to the Lego portion. All right, welcome to the Lego portion of our build. So in the last episode, we finished these exhaust cowls and got those installed. And so in this episode, we're going to be working on steps 303 to 316. So let's get into the build. Okay, so that is it for this episode on the Lego portion. So we installed these pieces of tubing, and then we started on these two elements, which their final destination will be known shortly, I'm sure, in the next episode, unfortunately. So let me just stack those on top here, and we'll bring over the Partwork build. All right, so here is the Partwork build. Unfortunately, all the things that we did today are all in here in our interior. So that is looking very nice. So that is where we stand. So I can't even fit the entire Partwork DeLorean in the shot, but you can see if we line them up how much bigger it is compared to the Lego. So that is it for today's episode. Once again, another fairly chill episode. We did have those electrics to worry about, but they were pretty easy. So the next episode is going to be a little crazy. So let me do our summary really quick, and then we'll talk about next week's episode. So for the Fanhome build, we completed 59 steps and used 29 parts. For the Lego build, we completed 15 steps and used 38 parts. And total to date, 933 steps for Fanhome and 647 parts. And for the Lego build, 587 steps and 1,336 parts. All right, so as I've been alluding to the last couple of weeks, next week is going to be one of those milestone episodes. It's going to start out pretty chill, but then we are going to be attaching the two halves of the car together. We're going to be attaching the body and the chassis. So we're going to bring back the chassis with the passenger compartment and the engine and all that. And then we're going to be putting the body on and securing those together. Super exciting. We also have another Star Wars video coming up Thursday. And then, of course, Build the Batmobile on Saturday. So be sure to stay tuned for those. And remember, I hate to sound like a broken record, but please like, share, comment, subscribe. It really helps get the channel noticed, especially the comments and the likes. Especially comment. I'd love to hear feedback and have conversations in the comments. There's been some really great ones on the Tuxedo Cat, which was a video we did quite a while ago. So again, because it's getting comments on it, the algorithm keeps serving it up, and so it keeps getting views even months after it was published. So again, happy building, take care, be kind to each other, and we'll see you real soon.